going to restart Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Lamine Yamal's careers. However, in this parallel universe, everyone is in their prime. So we are going to see if these three superstars can handle the ultimate challenge and win multiple Champions League titles, World Cups, and Ballon d'Ors. And to give them some help, they will receive upgrades after each season. But for now, Ronaldo will start his rookie season as an up-and-coming wonder kid at Al Nassr, where he would put up a stat line of 17 goals and 13 assists across all competitions, which saw Ronaldo win his first league title and the Young Player of the Year award at the young age of 18. This saw many European clubs show interest in signing the Portuguese wonder kid, but they were still hesitant in signing Ronaldo because they thought he would not be able to adapt to European football. But instead of staying another season in Saudi Arabia, Ronaldo would push for a transfer to a European club. But before Ronaldo joins a club in Europe, he needs to upgrade. Plus 15 physicals is his first upgrade. Heading into season 2, it was Manchester City who would take the chance on a young Ronaldo and sign him for a transfer fee of 20 million euros. At Manchester City, Ronaldo would see himself teamed up with star players such as Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne in hopes of achieving his dream of winning the Champions League and the Ballon d'Or. However, that dream had to be put on pause because when Ronaldo arrived at Manchester City, he realized that he needed to fight for a spot in Pep Guardiola's starting 11. This led to Ronaldo riding the bench for majority of the season, and with the playing time he did receive, Ronaldo only scored 5 goals, leaving him with much more to prove. And Ronaldo knew that if he did not pick up his performance in the next season, things could go wrong very fast because the media was proven right so far. Luckily for Ronaldo, his second upgrade would be a big boost. Plus 15 dribbling is the next upgrade for the GOAT. Going into season number 3, Ronaldo would receive the chance of a lifetime because Jack Grealish would get injured during the Euros. This in turn gave Ronaldo the chance to showcase his abilities because with quality game time, Ronaldo would score 10 goals in his first 15 appearances of the season, and he was finally turning around his career. But Pep Guardiola did not like his style of play, claiming that Ronaldo did too many step overs and chops. Despite Pep hating his play style, Ronaldo wouldn't change his ways and finish out the season by scoring 25 goals across all competitions to lead Manchester City all the way to the Champions League final, where they would be facing Barcelona and their new star boy Lamine Yamal, who was in fact having a great season as well, meaning whoever won this Champions League final would be crowned the best player in the world. And it was a driven Ronaldo who would create the first opportunity for Manchester City. Ronaldo, you're already through. First play, Ronaldo! No, that's a crazy save. But the corner kick would open up another opportunity. I want to see if we can swing this into Ronaldo. Oh my god, Ronaldo, you're shanking every chance you get. Everyone knows when you get so many chances against a team like Barcelona, you have to finish or they will do this. Oh god, Lamine Yamal is gone. No, contain Lamine. No, not Daniel. No, what is going on? And we just got scored on. We just got Barcelona tiki-taka against us. I guess Manchester City's defense was sleepy because Barcelona would create at least 5 more chances at Man City's goal before they scored again. No, not on Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal scored on us. All right, man, it's proven. I guess he's the better player for right now because we are down 2-0 because of him. This UCL final was practically over, but moments later, Manchester City would see their second chance at Barcelona's goal. Let's see what Ronaldo can do. Come on, Ronaldo! Oh my gosh, man, how did he save that? And just like that, this UCL final would come to a close. Manchester City have officially lost to Barcelona in the UCL final. I guess Ronaldo isn't ready for these big moments. I guess Lamine Yamal is. Just like what was said earlier, whoever won this Champions League final would become the Ballon d'Or winner. Since Lamine Yamal ended up winning the final, he was awarded the Ballon d'Or, and on the night of the ceremony, Ronaldo was furious, and knowing that Pep already didn't like his style of play, he knew that he needed to leave Manchester City. Ronaldo was absolutely robbed of the Ballon d'Or last season, but plus 15 pay should help him for this upcoming season. In season 4 of Ronaldo's career, every club would try to sign him, but it was Bayern Munich who would secure the signature of the Portuguese star and sign him for 60 million euros. At Bayern Munich, Ronaldo would have all the freedom to play however he wanted, whether it was step overs and chops or scoring 30-yard bangers. And having this freedom would allow Ronaldo to have what is for now his best goal-scoring season by finding the back of the net 35 times, which saw Ronaldo lifting up the Bundesliga title and showing everyone that he could soon become the best player in the world. And by this time in real life, Ronaldo had already won a Champions League title and a Ballon d'Or, so this meant that if he wanted to step up and take control of his career, he would have to defeat his toughest opponent yet in the Champions League final, a Real Madrid squad consisting of a prime Vinicius Jr., prime Kylian Mbappe, prime Jude Bellingham, and a prime Rodrigo. Ronaldo would try to create the first opportunity, but he was stopped by good defending, which meant that Real Madrid were now on the counter-attack. And just like that, Real Madrid are on the counter-attack. We gotta watch out for people like this. No, bro, no. This Real Madrid squad is actually crazy on the counter-attack. Ronaldo was not gonna let this UCL slip away from him, so to combat Real Madrid scoring, he would keep firing shots at Courtois, and eventually Ronaldo got his way. Let's see this back into Ronaldo here. Ronaldo, win that! Yes, Ronaldo! Oh my gosh! It finally went in. It only took you 3 attempts, but we're back tied up in the 27th minute. After leveling up the match, this final would be so exciting with both teams going back and forth trying to find the goal to help them take the lead. And sadly, it was Kylian Mbappe who was trying to ruin Ronaldo's Ballon d'Or campaign. Ah, no, this kid Mbappe's too fast. This kid Mbappe's too fast. Oh no. 58th minute, down 2-1. This is not a good sight to see. Although it wasn't a good sight to see, at the end of the day, we have Mr. UCL. Oh my God, Ronaldo. Cook Ronaldo. Cook Ronaldo. Cook Ronaldo. Back tied 2-2, 72nd minute. This deserves a sue. Come on, Ronaldo. Yes, let's go. Tying up the match and having already scored 2 goals will pump up Ronaldo to keep going, but he just couldn't get past the keeper, which saw this match go into extra time. But in the dying moments of the first half of extra time, Ronaldo would cook once again. Yes, CR7. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ronaldo. Finish! That is why they call Cristiano Ronaldo Mr. UCL in the 102nd minute. To summarize the rest of the match, nothing else would happen besides the final whistle being blown. The final whistle has officially been blown. Ronaldo is a first-time Champions League winner. Hopefully there's many more to come. Thanks to Ronaldo defeating the Real Madrid super team, he would be the favorite to win this year's Ballon d'Or. And on the night of the ceremony, he was handed the award because there was not a single player this season that could compete with him. And for the upcoming season, this new upgrade would make Ronaldo even better. Plus 15 shooting is going to make Ronaldo unstoppable. Heading into season 5, Ronaldo would take a break from club football and focus on leading his country to the ultimate prize, the World Cup. In the Portuguese national team, Ronaldo would see himself teamed up with Rafael Leão, Bruno Fernandes, and Bernardo Silva to help deliver Portugal their first ever World Cup title. Since Ronaldo's winger spot would be occupied, he would have to move more central and convert himself into a striker, which saw him score 5 goals in the group stages to lead Portugal to the top of their group. But in order to get past the knockout stages of the tournament and reach the final, Ronaldo needed to defeat a prime French team in the semi-finals of the tournament. But if you made it this far into the video, 97% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Let's just say things would fall apart quickly because in the 15th minute, this would end up happening. Alright, we are good here. It's the 15th minute, so nothing here too early, please. Nothing here too early, and we just gave up a penalty. Are you kidding me? We have to save Mbappe's penalty to keep Portugal in the World Cup. He went cheeky. That's so crazy. Let's just say things will get even crazier because it was only downhill from there. Oh God, not again, Mbappe. No. Stop. Who just scored that? Oh my gosh, who is that? Fofana. Out of all people, we let Fofana score on us? When you thought it couldn't get any worse, it would. Do not make the result any worse. No, stop, man. Oh my gosh. We just let Theo Hernandez score a header on us. We're down 3-0 in the semi-finals of the World Cup. It would take Portugal 43 minutes to see their first chance at goal. One-man army, Ronaldo. One-man army, Ronaldo. Yes, come on. We are down 3-1 now. He got a goal back moments later. We'll take it. You can celebrate, Ronaldo, but look, we have to make this comeback. Sadly, the comeback was just not an option. Oh no, that's a bad turnover. That's a bad turnover, bro. No. We are down 4-1. We are getting dominated. Sadly, dominated would be the correct word for this situation because the French would be looking for a 5th. No, don't put me out of my misery, man. Don't put me out of my misery. 5-1 is crazy. This prime French team is something serious, bruh. With France completely dominating Portugal in this semi-final meant that Ronaldo was officially knocked out of the World Cup. Ronaldo was bounced out of the tournament. Hopefully, we can get a good upgrade here to help him out, and it looks like it's going to be +5 overall. Heading into Season 6, Ronaldo would finally reach his prime and return to Bayern in looks of bouncing back from a devastating World Cup. But it was clear that Ronaldo was not the same player as before because getting bounced out of the World Cup would make him lose all confidence in his footballing abilities, leading him to only scoring 20 goals across all competitions in his prime. And with their star player performing at such a low level, Bayern would also end up losing momentum in all competitions, leading them to bottling the league and most importantly, taking an early exit in the Champions League. It was evident that Ronaldo was struggling, and compared to his real-life counterpart, he had already won 2 Champions League titles and 3 Ballon d'Ors, which meant Ronaldo had to pick up the pace. And this next upgrade would definitely be the one to help. 99 shooting for the best goal scorer in the world is going to be insane. Going into season number 7, Bayern would look to help Ronaldo turn around his career, so they would break the bank in the summer transfer window and sign the second best player in the world, Kylian Mbappe, for 300 million euros. Bayern signed Mbappe for one reason and one reason only: to assist the current best player in the world, Ronaldo, in having the best season of his career. Ronaldo Ronaldo would have such a great season that he would break Robert Lewandowski's goal-scoring record in a single season for Bayern by finding the back of the net 50 times across all competitions. However, his partner in crime Mbappe would not be far behind him because he would also have a great season, scoring 35 goals across all competitions, which saw Bayern winning the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal. With the treble in sight and potentially a Ballon d'Or, all Ronaldo had to do was defeat North London's Arsenal in the Champions League final, in which he will be facing players who went by the name of Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, William Saliba, and many more. To be honest, this UCL final would be boring because it would take 28 minutes for us to see a first chance. Oh god, not the turnover. Don't kill us off the turnover. Oh no, let's go Neuer. Oh my god, what a save. Bayern would be all over Arsenal, and when I mean all over, I meant it, because they wouldn't stop creating opportunities, but they could not find the back of the net until the 73rd minute. Oh, that's a crazy ball. That is a crazy ball. I see Ronaldo. Ronaldo! Mr. UCL makes it 1-0 to Bayern. Let's go. Come on, Ronaldo. What a way to score. To keep it 100% honest, this UCL final wouldn't have any more action after the goal, meaning the game would come to a close. And that is the final whistle. Mr. Champions League has officially won his second UCL title. It was obvious that Ronaldo was the best player in the world and nobody could say otherwise. So this only meant that he would go on to win Ballon d'Or #2 of his career. Ronaldo just had the best goal scoring season of his career, and on top of that, he's going to receive 99 dribbling. This leads us into season #8, in which Ronaldo would do something very controversial. He would end up ditching Mbappe in Bayern and sign for the best club of all time, Real Madrid. Ronaldo did this because Real Madrid lured him in by bringing back one of his favorite managers of all time, Zinedine Zidane. Under Zidane, Ronaldo would strive and start the season with 30 goals and 15 appearances, which saw Real Madrid clearing the top of the table in the first half of the season. But just as things were looking up for Ronaldo during World Cup qualifiers, Ronaldo would be riddled with a knee injury, which saw him out for majority of the season. However, after recovering from the injury, Ronaldo would return back to the Real Madrid squad, but it was clear that the injury had affected Ronaldo deeply because he would finish the season with only 35 goals despite him starting the season on a high note. In result, Real Madrid would get knocked out of the UCL in the early stages, meaning the only good outcome of this season was winning the La Liga title. Season 9 of Ronaldo's career, what is his upgrade gonna be? And it looks like it's gonna be +3 playstyle pluses. In season #9, Ronaldo would get another chance at winning the biggest tournament in the world and potentially a Ballon d'Or, as it was a World Cup year once again. While his real life counterpart had never won a World Cup trophy, he would look to change that this season, because Ronaldo would use last season as motivation to score 10 goals across both the group stages and the knockout stages to lead Portugal to the World Cup final, in which the last team standing in their way from the biggest trophy in the world was a prime Argentina squad. And 15 minutes in, Argentina would make a costly mistake. They just made a mistake. Ronaldo! Come on, Ronaldo! They just made a mistake. 15 minutes in, let's go hit the suit. We love Rafael, let's go. Usually, when it comes to World Cup finals, the teams are usually matched up equally, so there wouldn't be much scoring going on. But eventually, Argentina would find themselves back into the match. Who is this with the ball, and why is he so shifty with it? Oh no, Lautaro Martinez just scored. Oh god, man, it was only a matter of time. It's a World Cup final at the end of the day. But Argentina's scoring would not matter because Ronaldo would not let this one slip up. Oh, Rafael, I see Ronaldo in the middle. Ronaldo! Come on, Ronaldo, let's go! He made it 2-1 thanks to Rafael. Portugal would defend like their lives depended on it so that they could see their hero win the ultimate prize. The final whistle has been blown. Ronaldo scored 2 goals in the World Cup final, and he's now a World Cup winner. His real life counterpart couldn't do it, but at least he did it in the video game. Regardless if Ronaldo won or lost the World Cup final, it was a known fact that he was the greatest player in the world. So on the night of the Ballon d'Or ceremony, he was awarded the 3rd Ballon d'Or of his career. Season #10, which is Ronaldo's last season for upgrades, and he will be receiving a 99 physical. This should make him the complete player. Going into season 10, Ronaldo was officially the complete player, having 99 stats in every major category, and he knew that if he wanted to go down as the greatest of all time, the last thing that he needed to complete was delivering Real Madrid a UCL title. So Ronaldo, aka Mr. UCL, would set out and do what he said he would do by finding the back of the net 60 times across all competitions to lead Real Madrid to the La Liga title, Copa del Rey, and most importantly, the Champions League final, where it was Kylian Mbappe and Lamine Yamal's Manchester City who stood in the way of Ronaldo's fairy tale ending. And it would take 29 minutes for us to see Ronaldo's great opportunity. Rodrigo, see if you can cook up a play here. I see Ronaldo. Oh my God, he just missed that. Ronaldo, are you kidding me? Let's just say Ronaldo not finishing that great opportunity would come back to bite him. No, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. How did Lamine Yamal just make that pass? That is actually like a Messi play. What type of pass did he just make? Although Manchester City would score, let's just say Ronaldo is lucky that he is the best goal scorer in the world. One last chance before the game ends at halftime. Come on, Ronaldo! Oh, Mr. UCL, that is a crazy goal. Hit this. What the heck? They just cut off my animation. Real Madrid's defense would be non-existent in the second half, and they would end up paying for that. This is not good, man. We're about to go down 2-0, aren't we? Aren't we, bro? Are we? Dang, man. We are down 2-1 in the 68th minute. Ronaldo's gonna have to step up once again. Luckily for Real Madrid's defense, Ronaldo would end up stepping up and find a gap in Manchester City's defense. We have to find a gap here. Ronaldo! We found the gap! Momentum is a big thing when it comes to the sport of football, and it would be on Ronaldo's side. Ronaldo, you can do this. You can crush the dreams of Manchester City. You can crush the dreams of Manchester City. You are a 99 overall. Take that, Mbappe. Take that, Lamine Yamal. Let's go, Ronaldo. I don't know what got into Ronaldo, but he would look to put things away once and for all. That is a good pass from Jude. We have to see if we can get another one here. Oh my gosh. Ronaldo, just put them away, man. Just put them away. That is officially game time. Hit the super one last time. Ronaldo is the GOAT. Ronaldo has officially won a Champions League title with Real Madrid, officially making him the GOAT of football. Today, we are going to restart Kylian Mbappe's career, which means he'll be starting off as a 17-year-old wonder kid at Monaco. However, in this parallel universe, everyone is in their prime, so we're going to put Mbappe through the ultimate challenge to see how many Champions League titles and Ballon d'Ors he can win throughout his career. And to make things a little bit easier for Mbappe, he is going to receive upgrades after every season. To start his career, Mbappe will be tearing up the French league as a 17-year-old wonder kid at AS Monaco. In his first season on the big stage, Mbappe would put up a stat line of 13 goals and 5 assists across all competitions, which saw him win the Young Player of the Year award and help Monaco place in the top 3 of League One, ultimately leading them to secure a spot in next year's Champions League. With Mbappe performing at this level at such a young age, it made every European club show interest in securing the signature of the French wonder kid. And Mbappe knew that if he wanted to win a lot of trophies in his career, he needed to make his way out of Monaco. But before we see the club Mbappe signs for, he needs to receive his first upgrade. Mbappe will be going up +5 overall. Heading into season 2, Mbappe would make his decision to stay in France and sign for Paris Saint-Germain for a transfer fee of 100 million euros. In his first season at PSG, Mbappe would find himself teamed up with Neymar Jr., hoping that Neymar could mentor him to one day become the greatest player in the world. With the help of Neymar, who had a wealth of experience playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, Mbappe would go on to score 17 goals and provide 5 assists, playing a major role in PSG's title-winning campaign. It was clear that Mbappe could soon become the best player in the world if given the right opportunities, and in the next season, he would aim to win his first ever Champions League title. And his second upgrade would look promising of that. +20 shooting is definitely going to help Mbappe take things to the next level. Going into season 3, Mbappe is now rated 87 overall, proving that he is growing as a footballer at a rapid rate. And the only thing left for him to achieve to become one of the best players in the world is winning a Champions League title. Since Mbappe wanted to go down as one of the greatest players in football history, he would go on to score 25 goals and provide 5 assists, leading PSG to the Champions League final, where they would face a prime Barcelona team featuring the current best player in the world, Lionel Messi. 10 minutes in, we would see Mbappe through on goal for the first opportunity of this final. Mbappe, take off here. Mbappe, take off. Mbappe, take off. No! Barcelona were definitely the better team in this final, and it was because of one man, Lionel Messi. We gotta watch out for prime Messi. No, that's a goal. It's Messi, bro. It's Messi. Of course that happened, bruh. And then he's doing the ear celebration. Oh, prime Messi's just too good. Mbappe was getting chances to level up the match, but he must have been nervous, and he would end up paying for that. Just because Mbappe didn't finish his chance, Barcelona are now on the counterattack. Messi's through in the box, and of course he scores. You could tell PSG lacked Champions League final experience because they would lose composure very quickly. Clear the ball out. Clear it, clear it, clear it. No, bro, that is so wrong. What just happened? Barcelona just got so lucky. Mbappe was folding when his team needed him the most because he had so many chances to bring the match back to level but kept coming up short. But eventually, he would finally score. Mbappe, they just made a mistake. You had to finish here. Your team needs you. Thank you, Mbappe. Finally, bruh. It took you a little bit of a second, but at least you got one back. Mbappe's goal wouldn't matter because Barcelona still had their foot on the gas. When we thought it couldn't get any worse, it just might, and it will. Of course it will. In the 90th minute to put the game away. I mean, this game was practically over, but dang, that's just a nail in the coffin. It was clear that Mbappe was not ready for the big stage, and on the night of the Ballon d'Or ceremony, ceremony. Despite being a Ballon d'Or candidate, it was Lionel Messi who stole the spotlight and went on to win the prestigious award. Mbappe needs an upgrade that's gonna help him out a lot, and it looks like we landed on +3 playstyle pluses. I don't know how much this is gonna help him though. Heading into season 4, PSG would make a massive move in the summer transfer window by signing Mohamed Salah to provide support for Neymar and Mbappe with the hope of securing the first Champions League title in club history. It turned out that all PSG needed was the missing piece in their attack to dominate Europe, because with the help of Neymar and Salah, Mbappe would go on to score 36 goals in every way imaginable across all competitions, leading Paris Saint-Germain to another league title and the French Cup. With PSG now established as one of the best clubs in Europe thanks to the trio of Neymar, Mbappe, and Salah, they would make a return to the Champions League final. This time, however, they would face a prime Juventus FC led by their star player Cristiano Ronaldo. But if you made it this far, 97% of people who watch me are not subscribed, so if you're one of them, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The French superstar must have wanted to send a message to his idol, because 2 minutes in, Mbappe was shocked the world. We need to play some good football. I see Mbappe, finish! Yes, Mbappe! 3 minutes in is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And he's doing his little signature celebration. We'll take it. Ronaldo was actually try-harding this final, shooting at least 5 shots by himself before the first half even ended. But it wasn't Ronaldo who leveled up the match, it was his teammate. Come on, contain, play defense, and of course they scored. Oh no. This is not good, bro. Mbappe has to win a Champions League. I guess the PSG defender lost his cool head because he would end up doing something that he would pay for. Yeah, take that, Ronaldo. I don't even care. As long as this is not a red card. And it's a red card. No, bro. No. I don't want to take back what I just said. Juventus would end up taking advantage playing versus 10 men, because in the 52nd minute, they would create another great opportunity. All good? Oh, we're all good here. We're all good here. No, never mind. No, we're not. We're letting everybody else score but Ronaldo. Maybe we need to focus on these other guys. Although Juventus took the lead, the trio of Salah, Mbappe, and Neymar would find their way back into the match. Salah, take this ball down the line, play Mbappe. Mbappe, you have to do something. I see Neymar. Yes! Back tied at 2-2. Mbappe with an assist. What a goal. That's a great team goal. Just as PSG got back into this match, they would see themselves out moments later. Watch out for this Ronaldo guy. There we go. Oh, is that a penalty? Oh, no, that's a penalty, bruh. We gotta save Ronaldo's penalty. And of course, this guy scored a penalty. And from there on out, it would just collapse. And he's through once again. If he scores here, he's not Ronaldo. He's just too good, bro. He got it, bro. Ronaldo, you got it, bro. And then I'm getting the Sue hit on me as well. That's crazy. Ronaldo is through once again. We're gonna defend him here. And no, we're not. It's game time. That's game, bro. That's actually game. Ronaldo single-handedly just turned this game around with that penalty. If you thought Ronaldo was gonna stop there, you were wrong. Ronaldo's gonna get another goal. I just feel it coming. And of course, yeah, it's over, bro. Ronaldo, can you stop? Finally, it's over. Ronaldo and Juventus have won this Champions League final, and Ronaldo scored 4 goals. He definitely deserved this one. Although Mbappe was a Ballon d'Or candidate for the 2nd year in a row, his failure to win the Champions League meant that Ronaldo would take the stage to claim the Ballon d'Or this season. Luckily for Mbappe, his next upgrade would look very promising. Plus 20 dribbling is Mbappe's next upgrade. Heading into season 5, it is now a World Cup year, and Mbappe is rated 90 overall. With no major trophies under his belt aside from league titles, Mbappe is determined to change that this season, especially as France enters the tournament as favorites to win the World Cup. As one of the brightest talents at the World Cup, Mbappe would showcase his quality by scoring 4 goals and providing 2 assists, leading France to an undefeated run in the group stage. In the knockout stages, Mbappe would carry his momentum, eliminating England, Spain, and the Netherlands to lead France all the way to the World Cup final, and the only team standing in his way of his first World Cup title and potentially a Ballon d'Or was prime Germany. It was France who had won the ball and were now on a counterattack in the 19th minute. I think we can finish this off right here. Yes! Theo Hernandez makes it 1-0 to France. Scoring first in a World Cup final is always important because it eases up the pressure so that you can play freely, and let's just say a masked Mbappe was feeling it. Mbappe, this is the World Cup final. Shoot! That's a banger. You have to celebrate. Mask on Mbappe might be different. You know what they say, a 2-0 lead is just not enough unless the other team gives up. But this time around, Germany was not giving up. Okay, you know what? We just have to defend here. Defend. Never mind. Just like I said, Germany were not giving up because they would level the match minutes later. Why are we letting them pass through us like this? We were just up 2-0 and y'all just let it fall apart just like that? Although Germany had tied up the match, at the end of the day, Mbappe wanted this more than ever for not only his career but for his nation, so he would take the weight of his career and nation on his shoulders. Mbappe, This is all you to change the game. This is on you to change the game. Mbappe makes it 3-2 in the 54th minute. That is it. Mbappe has won the World Cup this year. Hopefully, he can carry this momentum for the Champions League. Finally, after 5 long years of being one of the best players in the world, Mbappe was a front runner for this year's Ballon d'Or. And winning the World Cup makes it clear that there's no argument about whether he deserves it. So Mbappe would take the stage to claim his first ever Ballon d'Or. Mbappe has finally won a trophy. It took him about 5 years, but for the next season, Mbappe is going up 2 overalls. Going into season 6, Paris Saint-Germain would sell Neymar and Salah to make 2 massive signings in Portuguese star Rafael Leao and English winger Phil Foden. Mbappe asked the PSG board to sign these specific players so that he could play in the left wing position due to Neymar's departure, and he also promised the PSG fans that he would deliver them a Champions League title. Since Mbappe was a 92 overall approaching his prime, he would do what he said he would and score 44 goals in every single way possible throughout all competitions, winning his 3rd league title and his 2nd French Cup. While everything was going well for Neymar in the league aspect of things, it was shown that the absence of Neymar and Salah was seen in full effect, because in the Champions League quarterfinals, PSG would get destroyed by Cristiano Ronaldo's Manchester United, which led to Ronaldo winning his 7th Ballon d'Or. On top of all of this, the PSG fans were fed up with Mbappe and his failure to deliver them a Champions League title. This left Mbappe no choice but to announce that he was leaving Paris Saint-Germain in the summer. Let's go ahead and spin this wheel for season 7, and it looks like Mbappe will receive 99 shooting. Heading into the next season, Mbappe would make a massive decision and sign for the biggest club in the world, Real Madrid, for a transfer fee of 200 million euros. At Real Madrid, Mbappe sees himself teamed up with Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo to hopefully end his UCL drought. And with Messi and Ronaldo advancing in age, now is the perfect time for Mbappe to change the narrative of his career. While the football world thought Mbappe joining Real Madrid would make them unstoppable, the reality was the complete opposite. Since Vini occupied the left wing position, Mbappe had to move inside and play as a number 9. This caused his numbers to drop significantly, with him only scoring 34 goals across all competitions. On top of this, towards the end of the season, Vinicius Jr. would end up getting injured, leading Mbappe and Real Madrid to take an exit in the Champions League. It was shown that Mbappe was struggling, but his next upgrade was a promising one. Mbappe will be receiving 99 dribbling for season 8. Heading into season 8, Mbappe has now reached his prime with a 95 overall rating. However, he has still not won a Champions League title with only a World Cup trophy to his name. Mbappe was determined to change that this season, because it turned out that all him and Vini needed to do was communicate, because with the new system that they had came up with, Mbappe would go on a tear, reaching the 50 goal mark and providing 10 assists to Vini, who would complement Mbappe and score 45 goals and provide 6 assists. This time, Real Madrid made their way back to the Champions League final. There they faced Arsenal FC, who had won the Premier League this season, setting the stage for an intense final. It was Arsenal who would come out guns blazing in this final, and that would lead them to opening up the scoring first. Saka, how did Saka get the ball back? Oh my god, man, how did he get the ball back? Taking an early lead in the Champions League final is important unless you're playing against Real Madrid, who have 2 of the best players in the world. Mbappe, you just sent Vini through. Okay, hold on, wait, we just have to stay composed. Stay composed, Vini! Let's go, Vini. We'll take that 1-1 in the Champions League final. We'll take it. 24th minute. There's a lot of game left. Mbappe was determined to show everyone that he is the best player in the world, and already having an assist, he would look to double the lead in fashion. Pick out Mbappe in the box. Pick out Mbappe in the box! Oh, Mbappe! Mbappe, that would have been beautiful. Almost scoring a world-class goal gave Mbappe all the confidence he needed, and he would see himself through on goal for one of his best chances in the 70th minute. Yes, this is you, Mbappe. This is you for the Champions League! No, bro! At the end of the day, it is very hard to score in every single final, but the least you can do is help your team by assisting the goal that could possibly help them win the Champions League. Vini, go! This is for the Champions League, Vini! Yes! Vinicius Jr. has won it for Real Madrid, potentially with the assist of Mbappe. Mbappe has won his first Champions League title with Real Madrid. It took him 8 seasons to win a Champions League title, but he did it. He had 2 assists. I would say this is deserved. Since Mbappe had finally won the Champions League, everyone expected him to win this season's Ballon d'Or. However, on the night of the ceremony, it was Vinicius who went on the stage to claim his first Ballon d'Or, as Real Madrid was seen as his team. I feel like Mbappe was robbed of the Ballon d'Or last year, but at least he's gonna receive 99 physicals. Heading into season 9, it is now a World Cup year once again. Since Mbappe is still seen as the best player in the world, France enters as the favorites to win this year's World Cup once again. However, losing last year's Ballon d'Or despite being the better player deeply affected Mbappe. As a result, he was not himself during this World Cup, managing to only score 2 goals in the group stages. In the knockout stages, Mbappe wouldn't even score, but he would take on more of a playmaker role and provide 5 assists, which helped France make it all the way back to their second consecutive World Cup final, in which the team that they will face to become champions of the world was England. It was Mbappe who would try to give France the early lead. Mbappe, hold on, this may be you. Open it up for France. No, dude, you gotta put some more power on that. It felt like Mbappe was a man on a mission because he was firing so many shots on goal but kept coming up short until he finally scored. Oh, Mbappe, dribble here, hold on, shoot. That's a beautiful goal. You had so many chances to score early, but at least you finished one of them. Come on. England had so many talents that the French defenders couldn't handle, so it was only a matter of time until England equalized. Of course, they're gonna score. Yes, I knew it. I knew they were gonna score. I knew it. I just felt it in the back of my head. All right, man, 1-1 in the 40th minute. We need to step it up here. Mbappe would be the one to step up for France because he would see another great chance. 42nd minute, Mbappe shake him. Oh my God, he sent him on the ground. Shoot. Dude, no, that would have been perfect. France must have wanted to go back-to-back in World Cups because they would turn it up a notch and do everything to send Mbappe through on goal. Another great play by France. Shoot. Dude, Mbappe, you have to finish. The problem wasn't creating any opportunities. It was Mbappe not finishing any of the solid chances he had. But eventually, the Turtle would get things together to give his country the lead. This is where we pounce off the counterattack. I see you, Mbappe. Finish this one. Thank you, man. You had so many chances, but we'll take it. 2-1 in the 80th minute. Basically, we'll take it. Luckily, England wouldn't do anything after Mbappe scored except lose this World Cup final. That is the final whistle. Mbappe has won his second World Cup title, which ultimately should help him win the Ballon d'Or. Although he did not perform in the group stages or the knockout rounds, winning the World Cup and scoring 2 goals in the final was just enough leverage Mbappe needed to steal this season's Ballon d'Or. While Mbappe would cherish this moment, he knew in the back of his head that he still needed to win another UCL title. And with Season 10's upgrade, Mbappe would definitely have a great chance at that. Mbappe is going up +10 overall next season, which means he'll basically be a 99 overall. Going into Season 10, Mbappe is now a 99 overall with 1 goal in mind, and that was delivering Real Madrid another Champions League title. In order to do this, Mbappe would do everything in his power to have his best individual season by finding the back of the net a grand total of 60 times, securing his first La Liga title, Copa del Rey, and leading Real Madrid back to the Champions League final for a second year in a row, in which Mbappe and Real Madrid had to face prime Manchester City, who also had the treble in sight, proving that this match was bound to be one of the best finals ever seen. Since this was going to be an intense final, Manchester City wanted to set the tone. Nah, this Doku guy is actually kind of fast. Hold on now. Oh, that's a goal. Of course it is, bro. Gundogan scored 2, but setting the tone doesn't work on a team of Real Madrid's caliber, especially when they have the current best player in the world on their team. Real Madrid are playing some good football. Play Mbappe through. Mbappe, shoot! Let's go. Is he offsides? No, he's not offsides. Come on, that's a goal in the 31st minute. Since this was an intense final and both teams wanted the treble, they were playing very conservative. So it would take us till the 51st minute to see some more action. Oh, we're broken down right now. This is not good. And that's a crazy goal. What type of finish is that? From there on out, it was looking bad for Madrid because they couldn't capitalize off 3 great opportunities. But one thing you have to remember is never count out the Turtle, because in the 85th minute, he would save Real Madrid. Let's score off this chance here. Mbappe, I see you. Hold on, wait. Mbappe! Yes, Mbappe send the game into extra time. Mbappe would end up sending the final into extra time, and from there, Madrid's defense were rock solid. And remember what I said, against a team like Madrid, if you take the lead, you better keep it, because when it's all said and done, Real Madrid are known as the greatest club in the world for a reason. Can we find a way to win it here? Hold on, Vinny. I see Rodrigo. The Brazilians, will they link up? They linked up. We might have just won it for Real Madrid and Mbappe. Rodrigo. There it is. Mbappe has won his second UCL title with Real Madrid, and he played a big role, which obviously makes him the best player in the world. Lamine Yamal is one of the greatest young talents in today's football era, but he has yet to hit his prime, sitting at the young age of 17. And in this parallel universe, everyone is in their prime. So today, we are going to see if Lamine Yamal can handle the ultimate challenge and become the greatest player of all time. And to give Lamine some help, we are going to give him upgrades after each season. With that being said, Lamine will be starting as an 81 overall 17-year-old wonder kid at FC Barcelona. In his first season, Lamine would show everyone what he is made of by bagging 10 goals and 5 assists, eventually winning the Young Player of the Year award. He would shock the footballing world so much that the media would put all pressure on him, labeling him as the next Lionel Messi. But to be honest, sitting at the young age of 17, he has a long way to go, as Barcelona would play second in La Liga and suffer an early exit from the Champions League due to the lack of depth within their squad. But in Season 2, Lamine would receive a huge upgrade. Plus 15 pace. Okay, I don't know how much this is gonna help him. We're just gonna have to see. Heading into season 2, Lamine Yamal is now rated at 85 overall, and with this significant boost, it was only fitting that he would have an even better season than before. He would once again score 10 goals in back-to-back seasons, but this time take on more of a playmaker role and provide 20 assists. However, just like his idol, Lamine would face a roadblock in the form of a Real Madrid super team featuring star players like Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and Jude Bellingham, who would go on to win the La Liga title and most importantly the UEFA Champions League. Although things were not looking up for Lamine, he would look to change that with his next upgrade. Plus 15 shooting. This could actually take Lamine to the next level, and it is safe to say the upgrade paid off. Combining his incredible pace with his newfound abilities, Lamine would take his game to the next level, bagging 20 goals and 15 assists in just his first 15 appearances. This caught Barcelona's attention, and during the winter transfer window, they made a last-minute signing, securing the signature of Spanish left winger Nico Williams. As a result, Barcelona would have their best season since Messi's departure. Lamine stepped up even further, finishing the season with a staggering 30 goals, helping Barcelona win both the La Liga title and the Copa del Rey. However, to win the treble, they would need to overcome a major obstacle in the Champions League semi-finals, an El Clasico showdown against a prime Kylian Mbappe, prime Vinicius Jr., and a prime Jude Bellingham. And to open up things early, it would be Real Madrid who would create the first opportunity of the match. No, what is happening? What just happened? No, Mbappe, no. How did that just happen? What are these random bounces happening? They just got so lucky. Getting the early lead would only make Real Madrid fire more shots, but elimination game Lamine Yamal would find themselves through on goal. I see you, Lamine. Oh my gosh, what a pass. How is he so through? I don't know. You can't choke this. You can't choke this, Lamine. Come on now. Let's go, Lamine. 1-1. We're all tied up. We have to win this semi-final in order to advance. We need to win. This semi-final would be one of the most back and forth matches ever seen, and in the 41st minute, the Wonder Kid would strike again. I'm going to try something here. Come on, chest it down and shoot. Oh my gosh, that's a banger. That is literally almost the same goal that he scored in the Euros. That is actually crazy. That goal would only push Barcelona to get another one 10 minutes later. Play Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Let's go, Dani Olmo. That's a beautiful finish. What a setup by Lamine Yamal. If you thought a club like Real Madrid were going out without a fight, you must be mistaken, because they would do this in the 70th minute. Vinicius is through. It's all good. Just don't let him shoot here. Do not let him shoot. And we just let Jude Bellingham score. And then what, Rodrigo got the tap in, man. It's all good. We're still up 1 goal. All we have to do is hold our lead. Although Real Madrid were only down 1 goal to equalize, they just couldn't get past Ter Stegen, which ultimately led to this semi-final ending with the score of 3-2 to Barcelona. Although Barcelona came out on top, the job was not finished. To secure the treble and win the Champions League, they had to defeat none other than a prime Liverpool squad led by prime Mohamed Salah and prime Virgil van Dijk. And it would be Lamine Yamal who would only have the keeper to beat. Oh, Lamine, you are through, son. Lamine, oh my God. Go, Lamine. Go, Lamine. Go, Lamine. Go, Lamine. He shanked it. You just shanked it. Are you kidding me, Lamine? This UCL final was probably the most intense UCL final in Champions League history, with Liverpool and Barcelona fighting each other to see who would score the first goal up until the 70th minute, where one team would finally break through. You have to do something. We're going to pass it to Lewandowski. Lewandowski's going to shoot, and Lewandowski scores it. Come on. I thought the goalkeeper saved it, but we will take it. 1-0 to Barcelona. Lamine could take his first UCL home. Because Barcelona took the lead, they thought that they were in the clear, but Liverpool would end up fighting back. No, nothing here, and they just scored. Okay, they just scored. Okay, they tied it back up literally within a matter of seconds, man. It literally felt like they tied it up in 2 minutes, man. All right, we in for a game here. When you thought it couldn't get any worse, literally seconds later, Liverpool would crush Barcelona's dreams. Oh gosh, oh no, oh, we're just exposed. We're literally just exposed. Lamine Yamal's dreams are being crushed by Liverpool. Sadly, what was said earlier is true. Liverpool would end up crushing Barcelona, and Lamine Yamal's dream of winning the UCL and take the trophy back home to Anfield. Even though Lamine and Barcelona fell short in the UCL final, Lamine was still a front runner for the Ballon d'Or. But on the night of the ceremony, it was Kylian Mbappe who made his way up to the podium to claim the award, leaving Lamine with more to prove. I cannot believe Lamine lost the UCL final like that, but let's go to see what upgrade he's gonna get. And it looks like it's gonna be plus 10 dribbling. Let's see how this helps him. This leads us into season 4, which is now a World Cup year. Due to Lamine's outstanding outstanding performances in the previous seasons, he would get called up to captain Spain and lead them to the ultimate prize at just 20 years old. Kicking things off, Lamine dominated the group stage, leading Spain to the top of their group by scoring 5 goals and providing 5 assists. In the knockout stages, it was more of the same, but this time his best friend Nico Williams stepped up. Together, they combined for a total of 10 goals, leading Spain to the World Cup final, and the team standing in their way from the ultimate prize was a prime Brazil squad featuring a prime Neymar Jr., prime Vinicius Jr., and a prime Rodrigo. And after an action-packed match, both teams remained level after extra time, meaning the final would be settled by a penalty shootout. But if you made it this far into the video, please hit that subscribe button. Let's go. A penalty shootout for the World Cup trophy. We're gonna go ahead and start this off with Morata. We're going top right. Morata, you can't miss here. Let's go, Morata. Neymar Jr. will step up for Brazil here. We gotta save this. And dude, I dove the right way. Mikel Merino, he's left-footed, so we're going bottom left. Come on, do not miss here. There we go. Rodrigo, let's see what Rodrigo does here. He's not really amazing at penalties, but he got us right there. Rodri, let's see what Rodri does here, man. Rodri, you cannot miss. Come on, and he missed. Oh my gosh, no. We have to save this. We have to save this, and we did. Let's go. Come on. Nico Williams, I need you here, man. We have to sink this, Nico. Casemiro needs to miss. Come on, Casemiro, and he doesn't miss. Lamine Yamal, the captain for Spain at 20 years old. Come on, Lamine. We're going cheeky with it. Come on, Lamine. Cheeky, Lamine. Let's go. If Simone saves this penalty right here, Lamine Yamal will be a World Cup winner. Come on! And he didn't save it. We have to make this, Grimaldo. Come on, Grimaldo. Bottom left. We're going bottom left. Come on, Grimaldo. If we save this penalty right here from Vinicius Jr., Lamine Yamal will be a World Cup champion. We have to save this penalty. Come on, man. We have to save it, and we didn't save it. Gavi, the Barcelona wonder kid. Come on, man. Bottom right, Gavi. Let's go, Gavi. If we save this penalty here, Lamine Yamal will win the World Cup, and we did. Come on, Eder Militao just choked. We will take it, man. We just won the World Cup with Lamine Yamal. Coming off an amazing World Cup campaign and carrying Spain to the final would only help Lamine get over the hump to win his first Ballon d'Or of his career. And winning the Ballon d'Or would only give Lamine the motivation to improve for the upcoming season. Plus 10 physical. I don't know how much this is going to help him, so we're just going to have to see. We are now heading into season 5, and Lamine will be now looking to use last season's success as motivation to push for an even better year. Now rated 90 overall, Lamine's game would reach new heights. With his pace, dribbling, and improved physicality, he went on to score 45 goals, proving to everyone that he is living up to the hype as the next Lionel Messi. However, things will start to fall apart quickly because PSG activated the release cost of his best friend Nico Williams, signing him for 100 million euros. This led to Barcelona falling short in the Champions League, getting knocked out by Manchester City in the quarterfinals. And to make matters worse, Manchester City went undefeated in the UCL, which led to Haaland winning the Ballon d'Or. And deep down, Lamine knew that if he wanted to pick up the pace and win multiple UCL titles and Ballon d'Ors, he needed to leave Barcelona. Season 6 of Lamine's career. Last season was very devastating, but it looks like we're looking to turn it around with 99 finishing. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Heading into season 6, Lamine would pack his bags and move across Europe to sign for French club Paris Saint-Germain. PSG would also make another major signing in the summer transfer window, bringing in Norwegian striker Erling Haaland. Eager to start his new journey on a high note, Lamine completely dominated the French league by having his best goal-scoring season of his career, by netting 60 goals while still showcasing his playmaking abilities with 25 assists. These incredible stats helped PSG secure both the Ligue 1 title and the French Cup. And now with the treble in sight and potentially a Ballon d'Or, Lamine and PSG would face a prime Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. With little experience in UCL finals, PSG would crumble early. Oh no, Harry Kane is through, and yeah, he just scored. Okay, you know what? Down 1-0 in the 16th minute is not a good sight to see, but we're gonna bounce back. I believe in us. Let's just say a Lamine Yamal with 99 shooting would help PSG strike back. Lamine, you're through. Lamine, you're through. Come on, Lamine. Come on, Lamine. Shoot, Lamine. Let's go. Come on, man. We'll take it, man. We're going to level up the game here. 1-1 in the 20th minute. Now, all we have to do is win the game. It is now level. Let's do this. Luck plays a huge role when it comes to the sport of football, and sadly, the luck was on Bayern's side. We got to keep the game tight going into the half. We got to contain here. No way. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Are you kidding me? Like, that is just so bad. How does the ball deflect like that? But another factor that plays a huge role in the sport of football is perseverance, and PSG would show this straight out of halftime and get the match back to level. Once again, Lamine has gone down the line. I see Haaland here. I'm going to pass it into Haaland. Haaland shoots. Come on. Let's go, Lamine and Haaland. What a way to play. The new signings for PSG are paying off right now. Let's go. All PSG had to do was bring the game back to level to dominate Bayern Munich. Nico, go inside. Go inside. Find Haaland. Find Haaland again. Haaland! Let's go, Haaland! Oh my, Haaland, what a finish! wish. I don't even know how he scored that. He literally hit that one time. To summarize the match, nothing else would happen, which meant PSG would take this final at 3-2. Lamine Yamal is officially a Champions League winner. After finally ending his Champions League drought and winning the treble in his first season with PSG, it was only fitting that Lamine would go on to win the second Ballon d'Or of his career. That was a great season for Lamine, and this next upgrade could possibly make him even better, and it looks like it's going to be 99 dribbling. Heading into season 7, Lamine is now rated a 94 overall, meaning he has officially reached his prime at the age of 23. With his peak abilities, Lamine used his newfound dribbling skills alongside his incredible goal-scoring prowess to repeat his performance of 60 goals and 25 assists, securing his third league title. But just as Lamine was gaining momentum in the Champions League, PSG stumbled and were knocked out of the tournament in the group of death. Lamine knew that if he wanted to live up to the hype of being the next Messi, he would have to take it to the next level, because by his age, Messi had already won 2 Ballon d'Ors and 3 Champions League titles. And to help Lamine, the next upgrade would look promising. +3 playstyles. This could actually help him out a lot. Entering season 8, Lamine had another huge chance to win the Ballon d'Or and his second World Cup, as it was a World Cup year. He knew that if he wanted any chance at winning the Ballon d'Or, he needed to perform at the highest level. Drawing his experience in the previous World Cup, Lamine scored 6 goals in the group stages, leading Spain to win the group of death. With the toughest competition out the way, the knockout stages were a breeze for Yamal, as he scored goal after goal, taking Spain to the World Cup final against France, and it was Kylian Mbappe who was also having a great World Cup campaign, meaning whoever won this World Cup final would likely be the next Ballon d'Or winner. This World Cup final would be so boring that you might as well have skipped the first half of the match, because it would take until the second half for things to start getting juicy. Now play Gavi. Yes, Gavi. Now play here. Yes, shoot! Let's go! Come on! Who just scored that? Mikel Merino makes it 1-0 for Spain in the World Cup final. I guess that goal would kill the morale of France, because a prime Lamine Yamal would set up another goal. Lamine, you are now in your prime. Go on a little bit of a Messi run. Oh my gosh, he stole the ball! He stole your goal, Lamine! Mikel Merino makes it 2. He just stole his goal. What the heck is going on? The final whistle has been blown. Lamine Yamal is officially a 2-time World Cup winner. That is crazy to say. Winning the World Cup is a huge deal in football, and it often influences the Ballon d'Or. Since Lamine won the World Cup and had an outstanding campaign, it was only fitting that he would go on to win the 3rd Ballon d'Or of his career. Season 9 of Yamal's career, and it looks like he's going to be receiving a 5-star weak foot. Going into season 9, Lamine was shocked the footballing world and returned back to his boyhood club, FC Barcelona, because he felt that he had unfinished business. The unfinished business that Lamine had was what he dreamt of as a child, and that was delivering Barcelona a Champions League title. But after Lamine's departure a couple seasons back, Barcelona were in a dire state, which meant that they were not going to be playing Champions League football this season. This did not matter to Yamal, as he would put Barcelona on his back, scoring 65 goals to help Barcelona to the top of the table and secure a spot in next year's Champions League. And on the night of the Ballon d'Or ceremony, Lamine was awarded his 4th Ballon d'Or for his outstanding debut season back with Barcelona. The last upgrade for Lamine Yamal, and it looks like it's gonna be 99 pace. This should ultimately make him the complete player. Approaching season 10, the pressure is now on Lamine to set out and do what he said, and that is to deliver Barcelona a UCL title. With him now being a complete player, Lamine would showcase all of his talents in just one season, scoring 70 goals to drag Barcelona to the Champions League final, where he would face Juventus FC, who signed a prime Cristiano Ronaldo, a prime Lionel Messi, and a prime Neymar Jr. in a penalty shootout for the trophy. A penalty shootout for the UCL for Barcelona. Lewandowski will step up to take the first one. Come on, Lewandowski. Oh my, what a pen. If we save Ronaldo's penalty, that'd be crazy. And he just went cheeky on us. Lamine Yamal, my star boy. Let's go, Lamine. Come on, we don't feel pressure. Lamine does not feel pressure at all. Neymar Jr. We have to save this penalty, man. I want to save it. Come on, Neymar. Come on, Neymar. Come on, Neymar. And why is everybody doing cheeky stuff? Ferran Torres. Come on, Ferran. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Let's go. We'll take that. Douglas Luiz. Come on. We're going to save this one. We're going to save this one. And no, we didn't. Oh my gosh. It's just a back and forth match. This is a back and forth shootout. Dani Olmo. Come on, Dani Olmo. Let's go, Dani Olmo. Lionel Messi. Come on, Messi. We need you to miss. Let's go. We saved Messi's penalty. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. We just saved Lamine Yamal's idol's penalty. Now, Frankie de Jong will step up to ice it for Barcelona. Come on, Frankie. Top right. Come on, Frankie. Frankie, let's go. Come on, man. Let's go. Lamine Yamal has officially delivered Barcelona a UCL title. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys go and hit that subscribe button, as we're on this road to 30,000 subscribers. And if you love this video, make sure you guys go and click on the video on your screen now.